I want to thank you guys for joining me for this episode of Corona Chronicles Live. I am so excited about my next guest. We actually met because we both spoke on another platform, really encouraging women, especially about using our voice and being able to help those who are trying to find their voice, or maybe they're feeling a little unsure, not as confident on what their message is all about. But before we get into all those little details, let me introduce Pele to you and give her the opportunity to talk a little bit about herself before we get into the interview.
Okay, it's my turn. I got the
It's
mic,
on
girl.
you. It's on you, girl.
Woo! All right, girl, because I like to snatch that mic. Nah.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay. Well, I am Pele Hunkin from the beautiful island of Samoa. I am from a family of 13. And yes, girl, 7 biologically, and my parents took in 6 more.
Wow.
So, yes. And so, I am a mother, of course, a wonderful mother of 3 beautiful children, amazing children. My daughter Nicole is 20. Dean is no, look, girl, I don't forgot my kids' ages.
I'm not
Nicole,
even gonna tell, girl. Look, at least you're getting the names right, okay?
right?
Okay.
Nicole is 22, Dean is 20, and Victoria is 16, girl. I'm so glad I don't have no little babies, girl.
I know. You know what? My daughter's name, I have a daughter named Victoria. She just, when she's 21, she'll be 22 in May.
Awesome. She gotta be a sweetheart. That's my sweetheart child.
Yes.
Yes,
Awesome.
they
Okay.
all are. Yep. And so, yes, I served the Army for 19 great years. And so now I am a life coach and a speaker. I'm actually a mentee and proud to say I am a mentee of the legendary Les Brown. Jesus Christ, God bless me with that man.
Awesome. And so we're going to get into it. Let's just start there since you brought it up.
Okay, let's
You
get
just
it, girl.
spoke recently at a virtual event with him. So talk to us about what it was that you felt was important to share with the audience, and what your experience has been like underneath his leadership.
Oh man, that just gave me goosebumps. Man, so September 1st, 2020 was when I became a mentee of Les Brown, and it's a 7-week course. And I advise anyone to, whoever, if you want your life to be transformed, I am telling you, Power Voice is the way to go. When I tell you, my life had changed so much when I took Les Brown's course of that 7-week course of just transforming, just being you, just the that's why he is the world's motivational speaker, because he motivates, he draws you in. So within that 7-week course, you get to have every Wednesday you get to see him like virtually, and it is such an honor to just see this man teaching you for 7 weeks, and even after the course. And I'm just blessed to be under his wings, like to be 75 years old and still trying to help people out. And the most amazing thing for me is that he had brought so many people from all walks of life. Shell, I am telling you.
It's awesome. And I think, there's so much to learn. Like you said, he's 75. I have had the privilege of being with him during different
Nice.
summits and where he was live. And he said, "Hey, I'm not getting on the plane no more. Now that I realize
Right.
I can do this from home, hey, I'm all for this." But I'm saying the relevance and the work to stay current with what's going on, at the age of 75. You have so many
Right.
people people that are like, oh, that's for these young folk and all
Yeah,
this. The fact that he has been able
not
to pivot,
him.
yeah, and continue to add value and serve others, I just think that's commendable. But while we're
Yes,
here, because many people are changing industries, they're reinventing themselves, either forced or by choice.
right.
So, making the investment in themselves, what would you say to somebody who is like on the fence? I don't know if I should do it. What am I going to get out of this? Talk to them about what benefits come from investing in yourself.
Yes. So for me to be uh to be a mentee of Les Brown, that was the best investment ever in my life. And how I came across Les Brown, and I will always tell this story to wherever I get interviewed, how I came to know him was through Yashika Mack. She's a great friend of mine and a sister of mine. We met September of last year. We became friends and became sisters and family. And so she introduced Les Brown to me in January. And so she introduced a power voice to me in July. And I said, girl, I don't think I can do it. I said, man, I don't think I can afford that. But I tell you what, when I made that decision to fulfill my purpose and my passion in life and to take charge of my life in September, I said, girl, you got this. And I went ahead, I signed up September 1st and I became his student. And then the next thing I know, I made his summit. And it's really big for me because I'm from the beautiful island of Samoa. And, English is my second language. And to be the only Samoan, to be the only islander in the platform was an amazing feeling, and but I didn't make it here this far by myself. I made it here because of God's love, mercy, and grace. And that's why with you, I just want to, tell you thank you for, having this interview with me and for my story to be heard. And that's just like my purpose. I just want to reach out and make a difference in people's lives, to live a life of a warrior and just to live full and die empty. That's my purpose.
I love that. Live full and die empty. So, you bring up a number of points. This is your second language. So
Yes.
many of us, we're going through this pandemic and we are losing a lot of things. It could be loved ones, it could be a job, it could be even our identity because we're like, you have to navigate and pivot in another area. So,
Right.
what advice would you give somebody about taking that next step and moving forward in this reinvention process?
Well, the best advice I can anyone that's listening to me right now is to find your why in life. Once you know your why, know your purpose in life, you have to love. I just spoke uh, about an hour ago about celebrating life, celebrating you, and it's important for us to always celebrate us because if we don't, who will? And so you just have to. My advice is love yourself enough to do for you, to be, and I always say this, to be that authentic you, be authentically beautiful, authentically awesome, and just be that. So that's just my
Love
short
that.
version because, honey, I can go on. I can go on.
It
But
is
I
so
know you have
good.
other
And
interviews.
and it takes, you mentioned being a warrior and having that type of mindset. And, right now, a lot of people get into business and we say that, yeah, it's hard to be an entrepreneur, but many people don't really get that, So you mentioned being a warrior and talk to us about some of the traits that you feel are important for you to have in order to maintain this mindset that you have, and how do you keep those? Um, how do you stay mindful of those in
Oh,
what you do?
yes. Oh, man. I loved it. I am just loving it. So, with being we all take entrepreneurship in a different level. We all have different, look at it at different aspects. But for me, to be that entrepreneur is, to take everything that I've been through in life. I take all my strength, all my motivation, and everything in me to be that. Like for me as a life coach, I want to give it all to my clients. But in order for me to do that, I have to have and maintain that positivity mindset, because if you don't have that positivity mindset with what's going on, especially with COVID right now, it's going to be hard to deal with what life is throwing at us. So I just love that, to have the mindset of a warrior, a champion, and everybody can do that. And that's why I just want to help people get to where I am, because it is such an amazing feeling when I just transform my life, and I'm just so thankful. I tell you, my dream is to see Mr. Les Brown in person. I do.
Amen.
I just want to thank this man in person for what he has done to my life. And everybody is different, right? So he teaches everyone, but it's up to you how you take it, what you do with it. What you do with it, to run with it, or you do with it and just sit there. And I have done so much. Like it's just like I can't explain how happy I am with where
So
I am
awesome.
today.
That is awesome. And so you bring up some good things because you mentioned your friend introduced you to him, and you and I met through a mutual connection who was in the class with you, but I knew him. And so, what, how important do you feel it is to be around like minded people? And how do you ensure that you keep that in your routine?
Oh, honey, I just laugh because it's just I'm just really enjoying, our interview. So like my mentor always say, always surround yourself with OQP, only quality people. And
Oh,
that's what,
right there.
yes, girl, get your OQP on. Yeah, and so that's why I am just so, when I say I am really enjoying my journey, this new journey that I'm in right now, is sometimes like I just lay in bed and I just cry. I
Mhm,
just cry tears of joy, because like I'm like, wow, like all this happened so fast. Like,
mhm,
but it takes a lot of work. You have to work at it to get to where you are.
mhm,
Um, Prayers, fasting, and
mhm,
just be true to yourself, be true to your journey, be transparent. And that's my thing with my journey. I believe in transparency, and so that's what I love, like Les Brown's teachings and everything. I don't know what to say, but it is the best investment for me, to because I'm telling you, the Power Boys family, I have been connected with all these people from all walks of life. It's crazy to me. Like I was interviewed by Lady K in the UK. I mean, John Ugulu had opened so many doors to my journey, and I'm just so thankful for all that God has done in my life. And it's all because of Yashika Mack, who brought Les Brown to me, and then Les Brown done brought all these people to my life.
awesome. Gotta love the internet, girl. I had to
Yes.
fade in and out. It's the bandwidth with 8 kids e-learning. Okay. So you are a natural. Okay.
That's right,
So
girl.
I love that whole thing about, surrounding yourself. And you mentioned that it is the work, right? And so
Yes.
people think that, oh, I want to have this business or I want to do this next goal. And, they forget about the work that it takes
Right.
to doing it. And, a lot of times when you surround yourself with the right people, the work is not as hard as you would believe,
Right.
right? It makes the journey that much easier because they give you tips, they give you contacts, and give you platforms to move you
Yes, because look
forward.
at us. Look how we met.
Yes, absolutely. So I think it's really good for people to understand that, when you're on the road and you're doing the right kind of work, it really can be an easier process, save you some time, avoid some
Right.
pitfalls when you get around the right people.
That's absolutely right, honey.
Absolutely. So, what is on the horizon for you for 2021 after seeing how you've managed to get some instruction and, having this course with Les Brown? What do you see for yourself in 2021?
I'm writing a book.
Oh, awesome.
So it's a story behind my book. I started my book off as Beautifully Broken. I think I'm still going to write a book with that.
Mhm.
However, when my 74-year-old uncle heard my interview with Lady K, and
Mhm.
he sat me down and he said, how about you change the name of your book? I have a name for your book. And I said, what is it? He said, you are a warrior.
Mhm.
And so remember, you gave me the journey of a warrior for my
Mhm.
speech. And
Mhm.
so I took that, and then he said, how about the spirit of a warrior? And
Mm.
so being that he's a veteran, a Vietnam vet, and he's 74, and I'm a daddy's girl, and so he's always been that father figure to me since my father passed 7 years ago. And so
I'm
i
sorry to hear that.
i sat there with him, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. This is gonna be the title of my first book, The Spirit of a Warrior.
Amen.
And so
That's
that's what I'm
phenomenal.
yeah, so that's what I'm working on. And I'm still, you know working on me. And,
Amen.
and
we have to do that daily. So, that
yes.
is. So, what kind of insight would you like to share with some of these mothers who, they think, well, my kids are here still, so I want to do some of these other things, but they feel like they need to wait, because their kids need them and that they can't accomplish both things simultaneously. So, for somebody who does have that itch about being able to serve in entrepreneurship or some kind of business, what advice would you give them?
Oh man, my advice is don't wait till tomorrow. Now is the time, because tomorrow is never promised to any of us. And that's what my father always say, live your life to the fullest, like it's your last day on earth, because tomorrow is never promised. So that's my advice to any mother, to any parent. We all had children. I have children, and I tell you, I can honestly say I am really proud of where I am, how far I came, because when I retired in 2013, and then I wasn't able to work due to my disabilities, and so I challenged myself to go to school.
Mhm.
So I graduated with my bachelor's in 2015, and then I graduated for my master's in 2018, and I just completed a barbering school in August of this year, and I completed Les Brown's course and became a life coach. And that's why I tell you, you have to love yourself enough to push forward. And you're never too old to get a degree. You're never too old to be who you want to be. It all stems from the inside. You have to tell yourself that, hey, you got to do this. But then my thing is, I don't want to reach over, but I have a gratitude book. I have a calendar. I have a book. So it's important for anyone, because it worked for me, and hope it'll work for whoever is listening, our amazing listeners, to write it down. Because like Les Brown say, we can always say what we say, but if we don't see it, in writing. So I have my affirmations. I have my daily affirmations. I post it up on my mirror. So when I go to brush my teeth in the morning, bam, I'm looking right at it, saying my affirmations. And then in my gratitude book is, you write your daily gratitude and your daily affirmations. And it has helped me out a lot. Like I'm telling you, when you have that unspeakable joy within you, like.
Amen. That is, you're right. Absolutely. Now, so what is the best way for the audience to get a hold of you?
I am on Facebook as Pele Hunkin. I have a website, peleinspire.com. They can reach me there. I'm on LinkedIn, on Pele Inspire on Instagram, and here I
You're
am.
all over the place, girl. That's good.
Yes, and
That's one of it.
Yes, it is God's blessings. And Lachelle, I'm telling you, with anything I do, I am truly humbled. I'm humbled, I'm honored, and just truly blessed with everything and anything that God has, done in my life.
Awesome. And so what advice would you like to leave the audience with today?
Celebrating life, celebrating you. Love you enough to do you, and do not wait till tomorrow. Now is the time to do what's best for you, and always surround yourself with OQP, only quality people. Just stay away from negativity, because that negativity energy will just drain you. And, I love you. I love everyone who's listening. My thing is how I made it this far. Allow God to be the foundation of your life. And I'm telling you, you will never go wrong with anything in life.
Amen. Well, that is just really some great wise words. And I hope those of you that are listening will take notes and reach out to Pele, because she is just really the spirit that she is exuding. It is like that all the time, every encounter. I mean, we really just connected not very long ago. I want to say
Just
it was
like that.
probably about a month. And it's like I've known her forever. So, this is the type of people that you want to surround yourself with, because when you're doing a work on yourself, it takes people that you feel that are authentic, that you can trust, that they understand your journey. And you need that in order for you to grow. So I encourage you to reach out to her and connect with her. And she's definitely been around some quality people. I mean, Les Brown, I don't know who can top that. So we really want to thank you guys for joining us for this episode.
Thank you.
And we encourage you to keep going on that journey of self-reflection and self-development, because it's very important to continue to grow and evolve and be the best version of you. So we will see you all on the next episode. Until
then,
keep hanging around the OQP. Okay, I love the term. I'm gonna be using it. Oh, we're taking a picture.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Let me take our picture.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, everybody, we'll see y'all on the next episode. Okay.
Okay.
Bye for now.
All right. Love you.